today for the Bitcoin price. And yes, guys, what the heck is happening to Bitcoin right now? Well, if you're subscribed to the MMCrypto channel, what is happening right now shouldn't come with a very big surprise to you. Bitcoin is tumbling around, really struggling, and actually just hit the price of round about 65,000 US dollars. Now the question is, are we going to see here a further downwards movement for Bitcoin, a continuation towards the downside? Or, let me quickly go back here, are we going to see the reversal now before the Bitcoin halving, which is happening very, very soon? What are the price targets? What am I doing with my almost 10 million US dollar trade, which, yes, still open, right? My Bitcoin trade still 100 Bitcoin in a profit, 6.5 million US dollars in a profit. Ethereum trade 900,000 US dollars in a profit. I already took 1.8 million US dollars in profits on these trades. Now the question is, should I close it down? Should I stake up? What is going to happen in the immediate future? This is exactly what we are going to talk about today. And if you are subscribed to the MMCrypto channel, by the way, if not, press subscribe. Of course, also like this video and leave some thoughts, some questions down below, maybe your favorite altcoins. But more importantly, you know that my last few videos in the last 2-3 weeks, let me phrase it like this, they've not been the most bullish. Beware Bitcoin today, 90% will lose everything. I have some very good and bad news for you. Do not buy any Bitcoin or crypto before watching this. I mean, I've been pretty loud and clear about some warnings because number one, we have 7 green months in a row, something we have never seen before. We are very overbought for Bitcoin, and usually also historically, let me go back here into the chart, you can see that these vertical yellow lines, which are representing the Bitcoin halving, if I'm going back, the last Bitcoin halving, we had a big dump, and then of course a recovery into the halving. Then if I go back 4 years earlier, 2016, again, of course, we were already in the bull market, but we had to dump into the halving. Very normal thing, business as usual. And you can see the same thing happening right here in 2012, where we had, of course, the bull market starting already, but then a very long downward sideways phase into the Bitcoin halving. And I said more and more times, especially within the last few weeks, that yes, I am bullish on Bitcoin. Yes, my price target was 69. We went even higher, 72,000. We missed it a little bit, but we were pretty accurate on that. But in the end of the day, we just need a correction. So if we don't break down to 50,000, fine. If we would, that would be very healthy. But if we don't, that is okay. But Bitcoin just needs this shakeout phase. Bitcoin needs some of these new people in the market to lose trust in Bitcoin, to just activate their weak hands and actually sell Bitcoin to clean out the market. And this is not what we've been doing so far. And now finally, slowly, it seems like this is what is happening. And the question is, what would be the price target? Well, again, I can't tell you exactly that we are going to break lower or not, but what I can tell you is what I am planning to do and what I think is going to happen to Bitcoin right now in the immediate short term. So let me quickly pull that out here. And if you just take the recent movement here, then you can see that, and I will talk about my target very shortly, that the fib level would be somewhere around 59,000 US dollars for Bitcoin. We already hit the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level, but 59,000 US dollars would not be the end of the world. That is just the only thing I want to tell you. And if Bitcoin breaks lower to 59,000 US dollars, I would not go out of my trade. I would in fact stay in my trade, and at 58,000 US dollars, I would even scoop up and increase my size on this specific trade. Now, for everyone who is saying, okay, what if we don't break down? When can I increase my trade? When can I open a trade? What would be the scenario in that case? Because as you know, we want to be prepared no matter what happens. Well, let's go here into the shorter time frames and actually see what the chart is providing for us. And what you can see here is on the 4-hourly candles, we have already some kind of resistance forming slowly. And now the question is, do we have some kind of support forming? And the answer is yes. It's not the strongest one though. I would like to wait maybe for a few more touch points, but what we can see here is some kind of symmetrical triangle forming. And guess where the Bitcoin peak is here? We would have the peak directly after the halving, somewhere in the second half of April, where the breakout would be due. What we need for Bitcoin now is, of course, to hold the support. As long as Bitcoin holds the levels of 65,000 roundabout, we can hold this symmetrical triangle. If Bitcoin breaks it, I mean, we have a potential M pattern here forming, and then the next support would be, of course, exactly at 59,000-60,000 US dollars. If we would break this, we would be looking out for a weeks long downwards movement, which I don't think is the most likely scenario here, but an M pattern after a big pump towards the upside is of course not the most bullish thing. For now, most likely scenario is Bitcoin staying in that pattern for the next few days, for the next basically 2 weeks to come, before we are eventually going to break and find higher prices towards the upside, which of course I want to leave the price target here as always for the end of the video. And if I were to pull that out, you can. And by the way, if you want to be trading, before I tell the price target, if you want to be trading as well, I will leave a link down below, a Bitget link, 30,000, I think 30,000 US dollars in free bonuses. Click register deposit and you can claim this free bonus as well. It's a deposit bonus, so make sure you take advantage of that in the pinned comment, only if you're an experienced trader. So this post-halving breakout could lead us to a price target of now 85,000, very, very close to the Fibonacci extension level I was mentioning actually weeks ago. And yes, nothing for today, nothing for tomorrow, nothing for next week, but potentially something to come before the summer, the summer break, I would say, because usually Bitcoin takes a break in summer. So let's hope for this price target to come somewhere around the May areas. Thank you so much for watching, dear ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for smashing up the like button. And as always, guys, we are going to see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, bye.